Hello, hello! Welcome to Club Chrisette. I'm your host, Chrisette, and welcome back to Dream Daddy Dad Rector's Cut. So when we last played, we met a couple of the dads in the neighborhood. We met Joseph, we met Brian, we met Craig, and we met Matt, and we got a glimpse of Robert. Without further ado, let's get into meeting the rest of the dads. Amanda and I flop down on the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can sit. Too bad we're gonna have to be putting this stuff right back in these boxes in a few months. No, don't say that. Dad, it's gonna be okay. I'll be fine. I know. It's just, you're my little girl. It's gonna be weird not having you around. We should warn her of the dangers of college. I'll come visit, and I'll text you every day, and I'll take lots of pictures. Obviously, I'm a photography major. You promise? Of course. Are you gonna be okay all by your lonesome? Oh, come on, I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something. A dog? Forget art school. I'll stay for the dog. Is that what it's gonna take? Medium-sized dog, handkerchief around the neck, I get to name it. That's what it's gonna take for me to give up on my hopes and dreams. I'm a simple woman of simple wants and needs. Well, a dog is a lot cheaper than college. Amanda laughs. Suddenly a pile of envelopes slides through the mail slot. Speaking of college, Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls out one of them and throws the rest back on the... This is from the McGowan College of Art and Design. Open it. But I'm scared. It's just an envelope. Yeah, it's just like my entire future. No big deal. God, I know that feeling all too well. When I first applied to occupational therapy assistant school, they were only taking 26 students at a time. So of course when I got the email, which was for my first time a rejection letter, I was so nervous to open it. I just didn't know what to expect. But anyway, she takes a deep breath and rips open the letter with her teeth. We have a letter opener, but okay. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth, scanning the letter. What does it say? The admissions committee has reviewed your application, blah, blah, blah. Her face drops. Triple dot. Regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design. Oh, God. She throws her letter on the coffee table. Look at that sad Amanda face. Oh, sweetie. It's okay. I kind of saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put that experimental stuff in my portfolio. Their admissions officer told me they just wanted to see portraits or whatever. I blame them for not wanting to see new, fresh ideas. I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. Some other school is just going to want to snatch you right up for sure. It's true. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Are you actually saying it's fine, or are you just saying that? I'm fine, really. Her face drops. It says the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this. Oh, and before I forget, Emma R. and Emma P. are sleeping over tonight. At least she bounced back quickly. So, you need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool? Or something like that? I would choose more delicate phrasing, but yes. Well, I'll have you know that I conveniently already have plans for tonight, so you'll have the new place all to yourself. Yeah? What are your plans? Quick, think of plans. We're gonna go clubbing. I'm gonna go put on a nice outfit and go tear it up on the dance floor. All the hottest moves, the lawnmower, the sprinkler, the running man, you know, the ones all the kids are doing these days. Alright, but I'm not gonna pick you up if you pull anything this time. Not again? I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to Go to bed? I'm wiped. Have fun with the Emmas. We'll try to keep it down. I know you're not going to, but I appreciate you saying that anyway. And don't forget, you have that meeting with my English teacher tomorrow. Oh, right, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. Awesome. Night, Pops. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early birds. You want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. Emojis. Holy crap, it's 6 a.m. Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing it, I drift back to sleep. Same. Whoops, must have winked back out. I checked my phone again. Hey, bud. Still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out, but it is Craig, and I do want to catch up. We should go to the gym. It's good for us. Hey, my man, I need a few minutes to wake up, but let's meet in 20. After a few seconds, another text comes in. Sure thing. Meet me at the gym. I stretch and my bones creak. I gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. I throw off my blanket and, hey, wait! I don't remember falling asleep with a blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush my teeth, throw on the only clothes I own that are even kind of gym appropriate, and head out. Transitions. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp, the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing outside of the gym, stretching. Of course, he spots me and waves enthusiastically. You know, I should probably stretch more before I go to the gym. But I wouldn't know if it's crowded in the morning. I usually don't go in the morning either. Oh. Hey, bro. Good morning. Look at him. He doesn't have river. This means it's gonna be bro time. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left, you think? You ready to kick some butt? Hell, with your help I am. Gotta stay posse, dude. With your help I am. I get the feeling this is gonna be less me kicking butt and more the gym kicking my butt. But I can handle it with you here. Dude, bro, that means a lot. Hearts and emojis! Hey. We head into the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All of these people look like they could break me in half. It seems like Craig is friends with all of them. He high-fives and finger guns all of the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could and would steal my money to spend on protein shakes. At least they spend it responsibly. Come on, bud. Let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be. Walking. So, I know we're on treadmills. Yes. And those over there are ellipticals. Very good. But what is all this other stuff? Craig laughs. They might look a little scary, but I guarantee that all of them serve a specific purpose on building muscle mass. I watch as a dude in a muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't even know existed on a machine I think that was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? What is that guy doing to himself? That is a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Training to crush people's skulls with his thighs, using a medieval torture machine. We'll go with this one. It's like a religious self-flagellation meant to atone for one's sins. You're actually not far off from the truth. Oh no, Craig is turning up the speed. I'd better do the same. I gotta look good in front of this man. How long have you been doing the buff thing? A couple years. That looks like more than a couple years. And what do you do when you're not dadding or working on buffing?
Oh.
I coach my twin softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. I keep busy. What do you do for fun? I love learning. I check out my hot dad bod. I try to live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffett song as possible. Choices. I check out my hot dad bod. I spend most of my time in front of a mirror admiring my Adonis-like figure that I've worked so hard to sculpt. Ha! And by that I mean lay horizontally and watch bad television. We're jogging now. Oh my god, we're jogging! I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying! I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body! Hey, remember when my fish died in college? No! I don't like this story! Oh my god, is he really bumping up the speed? Again, I guess I better do it too. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast.
Oh.
And we were at that party, and you vowed to make me feel better. You told me to create a distraction, so of course I do a sick keg stand and got everyone cheering. And then I try to steal a fish from a fish tank at the party with my bare hands like an idiot. And then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic, so you run up to me post keg stand with a dying dirty fish in your hands that you scooped off the ground, and you're yelling at me that we have to leave. So we're running out of the frat party with the fish and trying to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and when we get him home and get him in a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. And the next day he's alive and well. They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U. And they never will! I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts! I can imagine. Dude, bruh, are you okay? Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later.
Oh, man.
You don't have to push yourself like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, well, here. I brought you this. Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of thick green liquid. I stare at it with what must be apparent distaste. It's a protein shake, bro. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy. Here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Protein shakes are delicious. Wow, this is really good. And good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm pretty proud of it. Do you mind sharing that recipe?
Nice.
Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we could try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Good one. Well, I'm gonna go put some ice on this everything. I'll see you around. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order from the pizza delivery place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me. Literally! Man, I really gotta start working on this dad bod. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh god, I'm so old. I'm so old and decrepit. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. I frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the front door. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feel pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I'm sure someone will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid. I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? More like Doctor Who. Mr. Vega? I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy. Are you gonna help me out or not? Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs, that punk youth that led me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Garrett Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of a classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Lucien, don't you have a third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega.
Huh.
Wow, that worked out conveniently. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. We're not cool. You must be Chris. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this thing. Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Slinger's Catcher in the Rye?
Oh.
Yes, Colin. Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow and makes a fart noise. Oh, how mature. Like, his face pretty much sums up how I feel about that. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings, all the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. Ooh, that would never happen at my school. Like, at my high school, like, the teachers would always say, just because the bell rings doesn't mean I dismiss you. Like, it's kind of weird.
What?
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 149 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Just everybody gets a freaking 0. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Oh, they're middle schoolers. Don't you teach high schooler? Yeah, in-game me is wondering the same thing. Both, you know. Budget cuts. Oh, yes, that's a very real-world issue right there. I could talk about that forever and how that impacts so many things, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Right.
Oh.
Thank you so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu teacher-parent conferences, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her behavior. What's going on? I mean, she acts like a rebel at home. Like, I thought she would have cut that out at school at least. Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk it up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved. She's fine. She has a tendency to bottle things up. No. I mean, we're not at that point in the game yet. We just moved. That's the honest answer. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was.
Oh.
See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves.
You know, being a single income family and all. We do need that scholarship money. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo.
Anytime.
On my way out, I stop, thinking for a moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo? Yes. They ever catch that rye?
Oh.
Triple dot.
Why, yes.
I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force of positivity in my life, especially since after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool, and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. Do we have a job? Like, this is just occurring to me, but, like, we were able to go to the gym with Craig at 6 a.m. and sleep the rest of the day after we had our treadmill incident, and now we're picking up Amanda? Like, do we just have temporary leave from work because we moved, or I don't know. This is weird. This is kind of weird to think about this now. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually gossiped about our celebrity crushes. You know, oh god, like Leonardo DiCaprio. It actually took me that long to think of someone. I feel like all my celebrity crushes are typically female, though. There's not really a male that I'm just like, oh, look at that piece of man, me, you know, insert objectification here. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? Aw, hell yeah, I don't know who that is. It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. I know what happens when we go to the food court. What happens if we go home? We'll come back and try the at-home thing and see how that influences the story. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Because there isn't a drive-through McDonald's around here, Amanda. Geez, can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing. Singular, not plural. Just as in one thing. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find out that they have to keep things hidden from their parents, and that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay, but also sometimes it's good to have a parent's perspective because, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And look at her face. She's like, oh, what's all this about? Like, you didn't talk about Mario Batali at all, did you, Dad? And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, it's good to share. Love you. Just, have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? Why, yes, we do. You can catch me at Club Crescent on Twitter. But anyway, what? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pop. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight, and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know you can talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. And that's frustrating. I heard Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Oh, that's like the worst thing you can bring up, like, honestly. Like, I hear your friend's going to a fancy art school after you just got rejected from one. Like, that's awesome, right? Like, God. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to be going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Okay. Quadruple dot. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yeah. Do you like said Noah? What? No, Dad, how absolutely dare you talk about me liking a guy? Dad. Ugh. I can't believe you would. Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you even talk about relationships in front of me? Ugh. Gross. Sorry. I'm just asking, just being a typical nosy parent. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Chill. Jeez. Well, this is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple of different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah. Language, Missy. She can't say hell? Heck yeah? Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. Welcome to food service. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread with cheese on it? Or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend her my hand. Why, yes, please. Just inject the fat right into my veins, please. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? Oh, that works too. She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant plate of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in.
Whoa.
These are bad. These are very bad. And also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes. Can I just refer you to this website called Know Your Meme, Dad? Like, that'll help you out with whatever you need to know. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So, the problem is that by the time it gets to you, my father, Dad, all us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes them to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please.
Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now?
Want to go to that goth store?
What?
You know, sexy subject. It's you know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment. You know, sexy subject.
I don't know what store you're talking about. It's kind of like Hot Topic, except we can't use that word here or phrasing because we don't have the licensing for it. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets, and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one! I love how that's what makes it click. Like, I'm sure she doesn't throw up in every store, but, like, that's the association that she goes with. Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is. You can kind of... There it is! You can still kind of see the outline. I am so proud. Speech. Amanda.
Yes.
Speech.
all right, I'll do it if you stop chanting.
Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat.
Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate a historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much one like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Ett had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her into Dead, Goth, and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Hey! Oh, hey, chain wallets!
While Amanda busies herself looking at band tees, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not too much for a dad to look at in Dead Goth and Beyond. Peruse the band tees, look at iconic mugs, check out the clearance bin. We'll save real quick, and we'll go through all of them. Just out of curiosity. I barely know any of these bands. Cannibal Bone Party doesn't seem like music I enjoy, but they must be really happy that a retail outlet is carrying their merchandise. I hope their parents are really proud of them. Iconic mugs. I'm suddenly stricken by existential fear. If there is only one number one dad, then why are there so many mugs here that say that? This whole time, I thought I was the only one. If I'm not number one, where do I place on the global dad ranking charts? I have work to do. And then we have the clearance bin section, so. And then we'll get to seeing what's going on with that follow-up dialogue. There's a big cardboard box of marked down items. I'm pretty sure $4 for purple eyeliner is a good deal. I think. I wonder if I would look good in purple eyeliner. Triple dot? Hell yes, I would. Hell yeah. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. I don't design the clothes.
Oh my.
Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressing. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? God. I know this kind of feeling. Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. Yeah, I kind of know this feeling. I've never been a manager at a place, but when I was doing food service, I was the shift leader. So whenever they'd ask for a manager, and there wasn't a manager there, but I was like the person to talk to, I just have to take whatever verbal berating customers would want to give me, you know. I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they're Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes.
Oh.
Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only this one time. Amanda plops the shirt on the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So, what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard that I'm worried she'll pull something and her eyes will just fall right on out of her head. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag, and it's clear that the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Alrighty, everybody. That's what we're going to call it for this episode because it's starting to get a little long. But we're almost done with the intro, so we have the barbecue to go to And then from there, we should be able to start our routes. I think we've pretty much met all the dads at this point. We've met, well, we haven't directly met Damien, but we've seen him. We've met Hugo, Craig. Again, we got a glimpse of Robert. We haven't like officially, met him and shook hands with him and all that good stuff. Joseph, Brian, Matt. Is there a dad so far that interests you, or do you kind of want to get them to know them a little bit more before recommending which route I should go down first? But alrighty, everyone. You all have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.